Hi there, I'm Devil.
I'm Dylan.
And welcome to Animators Anonymous, our very own podcast, because it's 2024 and we need to have a podcast to be influencers.
I mean, everybody's got a podcast.
So yeah, we're hoping to do these episodes like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. We'll see when we get time for it in between all the animations and stuff. But I hope you guys enjoy this. And if you have any questions or any ideas for future episodes, let us know down below. Would be cool to get some guests going.
Talking to some other animators would be a lot of fun. But for now, we can just go over some like news and news on the internet, news in the E.I.E world.
And just talk shit.
Let's go. I'm stoked.
So yeah, let's get into it. Let me look at my notes. What notes do I have for
First
today?
thing on the agenda, bro.
First off, Cocomelon. I saw a video this week about Cocomelon. Oh, that's not gonna help. Cocomelon, something about ruining our kids. Obviously.
That one, the Sunny V2 one.
Oh fuck! Was it a Sunny V2 video that I watched?
It's quite possible. I've been seeing that pop up in my timeline the whole time.
Okay, I'm gonna mute it for now and get through these ads. See, we're reacting, but we're giving you that ad, man. Under the summary, pretty much, of this situation is that Cocomelon has been spending millions of dollars to formulate plans and strategies of how to keep your kids more engaged. Like in this video as well, there's like clips where kids' moods change instantly once they hear the Cocomelon song, or parents will like play the Cocomelon song in the living room while kids is in a different part of the house, and they'll just come like running. And the one thing that kind of blew my mind is they'll do normal focus group stuff where they'll take a kid, they'll put him in front of a TV. But then there's two TVs next to each other. One's playing Cocomelon and one's playing something like boring, like news or sports or something like that. And then they'll make a note every time the kid looks away from the screen showing Cocomelon to when they're showing, when the kid looks away from watching Cocomelon to the boring screen, and they'll make a note so they can go and be like, oh, this part needs more happening, or there needs to be a cut or something like that. And it just kind of... It's crazy.
The fact that it's got into
It's like taking the whole Mr. Beast thing to like the whole next level.
The fact that they've got like even focus groups going of like literal kids. I mean, who's actually... I guess if you're a parent and you're not really up to date with what's going on behind the scenes, you're like, oh, my kid is helping Cocomelon channel, they love Cocomelon, cool. But at the end of the day, like, why, if you think about the absurdism of it, like, why are you letting your kids go and be a focus group for something that will just like suck more of their attention away? I mean, it's quite interesting to see, because I'm thinking of like when we used to watch cartoons as kids. Like, I can't remember what we could have freaked out for. Maybe like Teletubbies that came on or something like that. People would be like, oh, Teletubbies. But this is like taking that and like using it to this is like taking that and using it in such a malicious way that it could do so much more harm than it does actually good. Because I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Cocomelon teaches kids much more than nursery rhymes. I mean, sure, they're good and stuff,
but then also in this video, what's interesting is he makes a point where some of the nursery rhymes, like there's one like, oh, I don't want to go to sleep and something, or like, no, mommy. And then a lot of kids have been kind of telling their parents no, or like not being like, not following rules because of stuff they've seen there. So it's just weird gray area. So it'd be very interesting to see where that whole story goes. Because one point that I kind of was like, it was kind of like a meh point for the video is where Sunny V2 is like, oh yeah, they use the brightest colors, but I'm like, no, they're just kind of using like the basic color palette. You know, when you like open up even like paint, like they just use the yellow option there. They don't scroll around, make it more pastel. So I'm like, that point I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of more a throwaway one. But the rest of their stuff, I was like, that is crazy.
Yeah, no, like all kids content has bright colors and things like that. But like we're saying, the rest of the things where we're doing literal focus groups on kids, it's like, how do we mess with your brains, I don't think it's right, and that it just goes to show like the whole, or not goes to show, but it's a bigger warning at the end of the day for just in general, like, make sure what your kid's watching on that. Like, iPad and stuff. And better yet, if you can, don't give them an iPad until they're old enough or whatever, etc. Not just the iPad thing, but the content that they consume, because it's so easy to brush it off. It's just, oh, they're watching nursery rhymes or something. But like you say, they could be learning things that teach them like disobedience and stuff. And I mean, it's all good to stand up for yourself and learn those kind of lessons, but not to disobey your parents and stuff.
Ach, it was just a weird one. It was just a very weird situation.
Yeah, no, and it's always been like that with, in terms of kids content for me. It's a very like grey area, like especially not like, let's say YouTube kids content, but like literal toddler content and things like that. It's like, yeah, I mean, we had the whole Alsagate and stuff that happened, it's almost 10 years ago now, but still.
Yeah, and that's why I'm also like with E.I.E, that's at least like the line we're always trying to like walk, is like making it more PG-13, where it's like, it's not kids content, because we don't want to be making kids content, but at the same time, we're not making content for like 20, 30 year olds, because 20, 30 year olds aren't really spending their time watching animations, you know? Like, I feel like with animation, you're either targeting kids or you're targeting like young adults, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're 13 to like 16. That's kind of, I feel like. So it's like, and as well, I don't feel like ever we try and camouflage our content as something that it's.
Where it's like we were saying, like super saturated colors or. So yeah, no, I can understand that. Yeah, man. Very interesting.
Okay, and then moving on to topic number 2 for the week, Lunchly, dude.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing a bit about it.
Yeah, I mean, we made a Lunchly animation, so if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out on the E.I.E Shorts channel.
It's down there somewhere.
Made a short little Lunchly animation.
Yeah, I think it came out pretty good, dude. Like, good job on that one.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was fun. Like writing, voicing, animating, like pretty much like editing the whole thing. It was a fun evening.
Yeah.
And if that does well, I definitely want to do more of those kind of Meat Canyon, just like kind of eerie, creepy, like, haunting type videos, you know.
Yeah.
So that would be cool.
I like that vibe.
And then, but that whole situation is just weird. It's just so weird. Let me actually see if I can pull up. I don't know if my Twitter's gonna work. Okay, so Lunchly. I just want to show you some of the like, cause I know you don't spend a lot of time.
Yeah, no, like I was gonna say, I heard most of the stuff was going down on over here.
I've been very much on Twitter this week. That's why I thought this is a fun segment for the podcast where we just delve into some internet news.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. There was this one video Logan Paul made. I think he removed it, dude. I think he removed it. Because he made this whole like response thing to... It all started with this one... Let me show you the one tweet that it started everything, dude. Whoop, wrong one. There we go.
Damn.
It all started with this single tweet, dude.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. The selling stuff for the sake of making money. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. I mean, that's a very fair statement.
Yeah, 51 million views, dude. This went big, dude. Like this, I feel like it was what started the downfall of Lunchly. And then from that, KSI, there was this one tweet that perfectly summed everything up. But I think KSI made like 3 videos and 5 tweets, and KSI made like 3 videos and like 6 tweets about it. And everyone was kind of just like going ham.
Yeah.
But now I think, oh wait, actually, I replied to that tweet. See, I've been replying to shit. Side note for this week, Sam, what's his name? Sam Pepper is in the hospital in India because he drank something called street milk, and he's bleeding out of all of his holes now.
Nice.
Like,
I wake up with blood going everywhere because someone hasn't closed my valve. Like, it's simple. I don't feel safe here. I don't.
So, firstly, I would like to point out that hospital looks a lot better than the hospital that you were in after your bike accident, because that hospital has ceiling missing. But then also, that's why I shared this and said, do you think this is karma for him? He's done like several rug pulls with crypto in the last few years.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you had to think of it in that perspective, how many people's livelihoods did he mess with that their loved ones or them themselves had to be in like horrible hospitals and things like that because they couldn't afford it. So not wishing anything bad on someone, but I will make a funny tweet if I see it. Yeah.
But back to the Lunchly thing. This was Logan Paul's kind of response.
Context. Imagine being a motherfucker who's angry that we made this. Crackers, bro? You mad cause we made crackers? This is what you're mad about? Bruh. It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack. And by the way, it's great. I mean, yes, we made nachos as well with queso, but I think if you're getting mad about nachos, that's a you problem. Oh, and the pizza. It's literally called the pizza. But same thing, like, you're mad about pizza?
It's funny that he's downplaying it, dude. He's downplaying, like, he's being very salty. It's that whole thing again of, like, with the Coffeezilla thing, where it's like, oh, Coffeezilla, you're such a good guy, I respect you. Coffeezilla, I'm suing you.
It's like he's like, oh, you're salty about it. What do you mean? It's just this thing. It's just a...
Yeah, it's like if you were shilling like NFTs to your audience and you're like, dude, are you really upset about a JPEG? Are you really upset about a JPEG? It's like, yeah, but you're still, the underlying thing is you're doing like our video kind of showed. It's like, you guys are literal millionaires. Your companies have like $1 billion in like assets and turnover. You couldn't do something that's not a complete Lunchables like roof. Like, you couldn't have made the crackers look better.
Yeah.
Like, fucking make them in a dinosaur shape, dude. That's a tiny bit of innovation, you know?
There's so much like that they're trying to be like, oh, this is a unique, original product. But at the same time, if you look into so many of the cracks of everything, like,
it just feels like it's the same as the Mr. Beast like Feastables, dude, where it's so uninspired. It's the most boring looking chocolate. It tastes bland. Same with Prime.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, like the Lunchable or the Feastables thing of, they literally copied Lunchables' name by adding the balls to it. I don't know if that's an American thing or something like that, but I mean, it feels like it was just kind of a setup to creep in on someone's market, which by all means, like, I don't support monopoly, so good on competition and stuff like that.
But the problem also becomes is like Mr. Beast, for example, where Beast Burger already became such an issue. Logan Paul already had the issue with his NFT and stuff. Like,
and they haven't...
Actually, that's a point I'll make later in his video, because in his video, you'll see now he compares the launch of Lunchly to like Ryan Trahan and like FaZe Rug that dropped candy as well. But I've got a good point.
But like, just in general of, they're doing all this stuff, like Mr. Beast as well, but no one's even addressed what's actually going on behind the scenes. Like you say, he's doing this new thing, but he hasn't even sorted out people for all the NFT problems that they had. Mr. Beast hasn't responded to the controversy from like the Chris Tyson stuff.
Yeah, instead they're like, hey guys, here's a new product, like, let's run with this. So it just feels weird. What do you guys think? Is it weird?
Yeah. No, like,
I don't know if it's weird in the middle of a podcast.
No, I'd love to like get people's opinions and like maybe start a bit of a discussion to hear what people think. Or like, am I just is it okay to let them be out of touch, or are we just gonna let them like slide and carry on doing more? It kind of just feels like they think they're too big, so it'll blow over. Like, just ignore it, it'll blow over. One person that kind of thing hasn't been working for is like Cody Co. I haven't heard anything from him.
Oh, Cody Co situation, random thing. The other day, let's open up another tab. Cody Co has been so quiet on social media, but I don't know if his story is gone. He's been posting stories, dude, of like, cause he's almost a DJ now. He's celebrity DJ Cody Co.
Okay.
So he's been posting on his story like every other day about like gigs and stuff he's doing. But he has not addressed anything. Like, if you go to his last photo from June, ain't no way bro just posted on his story about tickets. Like, it's sad, dude. It's sad. But I think Cody just don't give a shit, dude. He has made millions off of his commentary videos and stuff. He had a kid now. He's a dad. He's married. He doesn't need to be doing this shit. He's a DJ now, where it's completely different industry. Those people that go drunk to a club where, oh, Cody cosplaying, like, we don't know who that is, but we're gonna go drinking.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, he's kind of in, like, the best spot to be cancelled in, because he's made his money.
I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't connected with internet culture at all. So that they're like, you'd be surprised that don't even know who Logan Paul, KSI, Mr. Beast, Cody Co, anything are, and like could be, like you say, involved in more the festival scene and things like that, and are just like, oh, that guy's name sounds cool, it has alliteration or something. You know, it can be so like exactly what you're saying. It's just letting it sort of be water under the bridge, but I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, it just feels weird because we've been fans of Cody Co for fucking ages, dude. Like, I want to say we've been watching Cody Co for close to like 7
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I remember watching his like first few videos where they were still like really small.
We were watching him when he was still a software designer. Like,
yeah, so
it's just a weird situation that also just leaves like a bit of
yeah, like, and it at least have an opinion, you know, or fucking, even if you do get yourself shunned from the internet, like, just own up to it, you know, just own up to your.
No, exactly, dude. Let's finish watching this.
Oh yeah, back to the.
I was gonna say some more dumb shit that we can comment on.
Pizza, like 500,000 favorites because we made pizza, crackers, and nachos.
Where was the same?
See, that's that point again of like, oh, you're mad because we made cheese and crackers, and like, no, it's because you did it in such a low effort, shitty way. Yeah, that's the issue people have.
Yeah.
No one's angry because you're giving Lunchable like competition. They're angry because you're doing it in a way where it doesn't benefit anyone except you. Like, it's not gonna make people.
They're literally just using their name to start another product.
Exactly, dude. It's like literally Coke and Pepsi competing. It's like, yeah, but one isn't really better than the other one. It's just different.
It's like, I'm just gonna add another one to the mix so that I can make money. If that makes sense.
And instead of like actually making it healthy, it's like, oh, but this one has like 3 spoons less sugar. It's like, cool, but that's not making like giant health like differences.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you left out one one ingredient and now it makes yours better. It's
You're
like,
just adding to the problem while they basically have like, they've realized the power of the spokesperson per se. So now it's not like just a brand hiring someone to be like, hey, buy this. You know, now it's like, you guys can trust me. You know mine is better than anyone's. You've been my fans for years. It's such a yeah. It's kind of dirty, but I feel like there's a lot of people who just overlook that kind of stuff, especially because of his position in the WWE and things like that nowadays.
Yeah, but I think that is over as well. Like, I think it was just to push Prime, initial thing, he became champion. There's no way Logan Paul is going to keep competing in the WWE if he is not a champion or he's not having title shots. That makes sense.
Fair enough, that makes sense.
But yeah.
Pizza, like 500,000 favorites because we made pizza, crackers, and nachos.
Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released Sweet? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rug released Sweet?
Hey, that is true. I don't remember anyone having a problem with Ryan or Rug when they released their candy. Just funny how that works.
But like, my point with that was Ryan Trahan or FaZe Rug haven't had
major controversy
where they scammed their fans
and haven't paid them back yet. As well as just his whole attitude of like, I don't see the problem with that. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like,
are you mad, bro? So like, in your face, like passive aggressive. It's like, dude, you clearly butthurt, but just do better. That's all people are saying. Just put more effort into it. It's just sad. Like, I don't even think we have to finish watching that clip, because I think we've spoken about Logan Paul for way too long.
No, fair enough. That's enough lunchy news for this week. I hope the company fails. No, I'm joking, but I do.
Yeah, go watch our video about it. Thank you. Oh yeah, galaxy gas is a thing.
What's galaxy gas?
It's just people inhaling nitrous oxide, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Wizards of Waverly Place is getting a sequel series.
Okay. How does
Wizards
that
of Waverly Place sequel? I don't know, man. Why can't I haven't fully watched this, but I'm just already like, don't make new things. Don't go ruin. I watched a lot of this growing up. Like, I watched so much Wizards of Waverly Place, like grade 6.
Yeah.
Hey kid, is this the Russo house?
Billy, I brought you here to meet your new wizard teacher.
Surprise!
What are you doing here, Alex? I don't teach wizards anymore.
But don't you miss it?
No.
Wasn't he in jail?
Yeah, I'm surprised they let him be in the show because he was arrested at the airport with a gun.
Yeah.
Not that I have an issue with that. I'm just like, it is America.
And I think
it is show business.
I think it was also like more of just an accident. But the initial
I don't think he was trying to shoot up an airport. But
no, but the initial headline was like, "Man at the airport with a gun," is like, whoa. You know?
Yeah.
Billy is a powerful wizard, but she needs a teacher who believes in her. And I forgot to mention...
The fate of the world is in her hands.
Why does
Well,
Selena
technically
Gomez
it's in your hands.
Billy, you have a tendency to cast first and ask questions later.
seem so unenthusiastic?
It does, eh?
Oh boy. You made a mistake.
I make lots of mistakes.
It's a part of growing up. And in our family, you don't get kicked out for making a mistake.
He kind of still has the exact same vibe.
Billy!
Billy?
Billy.
We good?
Do the
Oh,
dishes
wow.
for me tonight and we're even.
Deal.
Without magic.
You know that's not gonna happen.
Why does she have an adult voice?
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm like, I think it can do well with a new audience, but I don't think it's gonna keep any of the original audience. I don't think, maybe like if you have kids, you'll show your kids now, but I don't see myself.
I would just show my kids
watching.
the original Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah.
It's too
Nice.
uninspired.
Yeah, like, do new things, dude. Like, do new things. Stop doing the old thing again. It.
I mean, you could have even.
Yeah.
It's kind of gonna.
But yeah, it's just weird, dude. It's just weird.
Yeah, no, like what I was. They could have even had the show in the same universe, the same characters and cast, but like just given it a different name and given it its own feet to stand on, because now you're kind of setting unrealistic expectations where I think it could have been the same show with a different name, if that makes sense.
No, dude, exactly. So, yeah. Big drama this week was MKBHD.
Yeah?
Are you familiar with that drama?
No, what's going on there?
People are very angry at him because he has released an app. And you might ask yourself, is it my animatronic? And I'd be like, no, that's our app and you should go download it right now. But his app is, he made a wallpaper app.
Okay.
It's got like, but apparently
What's wrong with that?
you have to pay for resolution. I think it's like monthly. And you have to
Okay.
pay for like full resolution wallpapers, and a lot of people are just upset. But I'm like, that feels different than the Lunchly thing in terms of
Yeah.
like there's like it's wallpapers. There's nothing to kind of.
Yeah, and I mean, especially if it's being made by like actual artists and there's a lot of work that goes into it and things like that. So I mean, even if you can use the low quality resolution ones for free, if that's the case, then
It does feel like a random idea. It does feel like a very, especially as well for like a YouTuber of that size to be like, I'm gonna make an app for wallpapers.
But I mean, it hasn't been done before, and it's like untreaded territory, I guess. So I like the like originality of that part, and I mean, I think the monetization scheme of that isn't just by what I'm hearing from you now. It doesn't sound too like malicious or have any malicious intent, where it's like you don't have to use the app. If you want to, you can use it for free, but if you want the best quality version, you got to pay for it. It's kind of like Netflix with ads and YouTube with premium, you know? So
Yeah.
I actually don't see a problem. Hold up, are all the artists just his current employees? Okay.
But they're all art directed, so you never know. Oh, okay, that one's just art. You know, I kind of guess people, it's the whole AI thing, just like...
Okay, so he's made an app that no ads, the 2 panels experience, full resolution, every pixel counts, get early access, and all collections are unlocked. I mean, that sounds somewhat fair.
But fuck, dude, for $16 a month. That's a lot of money for wallpaper.
Just for wallpapers, yeah, no.
I changed my wallpaper this year for the first time in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like,
so that's why I kind of get what people are saying. I'm like, it feels very like... It's a good one, dude.
well, from what I can see how it could be a platform to...
I'm gonna like that. That was funny.
like, I can see how people... How he's trying to maybe make a platform for artists to receive value for their money instead of just having their stuff downloaded on Google Images, for example. But at the same time, like you said, $16 a month for wallpaper. No.
What he should have done instead, have gone more maybe like a stock image site, like way where there's more utility to the app and the images. But that's
yeah, because the only
it's just such a weird thing. It's just such a weird, like you could have put this out for free. That's kind of what I'm saying. This could have been your give back at the audience. Put ads on it.
Yeah, he's got
Put some fucking ads at the bottom or some shit, you know? I don't know.
He's got ads going and things like that. So it's like... But okay, I can somewhat see the malicious intent now of like... It could have been more of a way to give back. If you wanted to create a platform to do this, you should have made it a bit more open.
Yeah, or like add more like actual artists. Like collab with more indie people. Like get original stuff on there. Like, how people are saying it's just his employees. I'm like, that's kind of a bit weird.
Because it's not even like, for example, a replacement for Instagram or something. It's just like wallpaper. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, no.
It doesn't make sense.
I can see why. What's going on? I'd like to see his response to all of this.
Yeah, but I don't think he will. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that covers all of the This Week on the Internet segments for the podcast, I think.
That's this week.
Yeah. And now for some E.I.E news, I guess. Like, let's chat a bit about what E.I.E's got going on right now. We've released a lot of shorts. Like, in the last 2 months, we've released... Or in the last month. Because last week we put out 3 videos. This week we put out 2 videos.
Yeah.
We've been putting out videos weekly, so it's been interesting and exhausting.
Yeah, it's also been kind of a challenge to know when to upload all of them and things like that, because we want to keep the regular time slots and the time schedules, but at the same time, we want to upload more content, so it's kind of hard to know what to do exactly. That's why we've been uploading a bit to the Shorts channel, a bit to like all of our channels, and why we're filming more reacts as well.
Yeah, and like this podcast, like we're just trying to grow E.I.E more, because we've been enjoying doing this. We've been doing this for 10 years, but it's time things upscale a bit. Like if we want to be doing this permanently and want to actually like be doing adult things, you know, like eventually owning a house and stuff like that, things really need to go better. Because at this point, someone recently commented, why don't we use other voice actors anymore? What happened to the original voice actors? And I was like, the last like 3 videos we put out made like $50 combined.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, that's why we're trying to do all of this, and we're doing the weekly uploads, because we just really need, E.I.E needs to do a bit better. It does feel like either the algorithm doesn't like us or the audience of like kind of doesn't click on. Just something has gone weird, and we're just trying to fix that. And we are confident that we will, because I feel like every year or every 2 years, the channel goes through a slump like this. We always just end up coming out better and bigger than before. So
yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, the last time something like this happened was before we even started doing all the Chucky videos and stuff like that. So it would have been like before we actually gained most of the 200,000 or 230,000 subs we have now. It was on around the time that we had 40,000 after our Fortnite videos, if I'm not mistaken. So it has been quite a significant growth since then. So if we can just like see what the audience is interested in and see what you guys are interested in. That's kind of what all that we want to do, is like make people happy with our content, you know, give a bit of escape at the end of the day.
Yeah, maybe inspire some people to just draw more, or don't take themselves too seriously. Life, like, you're allowed to be cringe. Like,
yeah, life's too short to be serious the whole time. You gotta like be happy, yo.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna try and, like we mentioned in the beginning of this podcast, we're gonna try and start doing these podcasts like once a week. React videos once a week, maybe animations once a week. Animatronic Island has got 2 episodes left that needs to come out
before that series.
Episode 8 to 9 before that. Not sure if that's the end of the series or the end of the first season.
What we have done in the meantime is they've all started another channel for Animatronic Island. So if you're a fan of the series, go and subscribe.
Go check out Animatronic Island on YouTube and subscribe, because we're going to be uploading the whole first season on there. And then hopefully, if that channel has some interest, Animatronic Island can live on that channel, where we can keep doing some songs, some like maybe like some episodes about just the characters, like Tommy the Tiger fucking versus Lex the Lion rap battle or stuff like that.
Yeah, and on that note of like somewhat like giving Animatronic Island its own thing, we're going to go back to trying to make a lot more other parodies of other horror characters, as well as any other things that are like relevant nowadays, because you got to keep up with the times, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, and we're trying to utilize all of the channels, so it would even be really nice to start doing E.I.E gaming again. It's just tough finding time for everything. yeah,
like if you guys watch gaming videos, whoever's watching this right now, leave a comment of like what gaming videos do you guys like to watch, because we've played a bunch of like everything. The most fun for us and the easiest to upload is Fortnite, because it's kind of on a game by game basis. But
it does just feel weird to go back to just Fortnite. I feel like maybe we should just start doing Fortnite videos again, because it was so easy to put out like almost one a day.
And it was quite fun. Like I enjoyed playing fun. Fortnite.
I'm just like, I don't know if doing horror games might be better for the channel.
Yeah, but gaming isn't really the biggest priority right now. I think the main thing is just finding out what people want to see on the main channel.
Yeah. The only reason why with even this podcast and the Shorts channel or the Reacts, only reason we've been kind of pushing those a bit more is because we can only upload so many animations. Like, we can make 5 animations a week, but uploading them, we're gonna just saturate our own market, and then our videos get shown to even less people. So it's like, even though we can do more, we have to kind of limit ourselves to 1 video a week, and then try and just spend the rest of our time trying to grow these other avenues of E.I.E. So it's going to be interesting to see where E.I.E ends at the end of this year, because yeah, it's been a fun ride.
It's going to be a bit of a adjustment / growth process, but I'm all for it. That's kind of what you need. Sometimes you need a bit of a challenge. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone, so you got to do these things.
Live, laugh, life. Cry, sigh, die. But yeah, I think that's about everything new I can think of with E.I.E.
Yeah, and we did do a bit of
Beetlejuice video was really fun to do. I think we've spoken about that one quite extensively in the Beetlejuice video itself, so we don't want to really just repeat ourselves. So keep an eye out for those reacts. We've got more reacts coming.
Yeah, every week. Check out that channel. Yeah. My battery's dying.
Okay, shit.
So no, we can like start like closing it off now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I think that's about everything. We can scroll around on Twitter for a second, see if there's anything worth talking about. But I don't know. I think we kind of covered everything.
Yeah, for this week, I think that's
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
Jake Paul is kind of pregnant.
Okay.
But this is clearly just a marketing tactic, dude.
Yeah.
That is my takeaway. That is clearly just
That's
Jake
a
Paul
fat
being
suit.
Jake Paul, so he can sell the initial like.
Dude, that's a fat suit.
Yeah, and
Look
the
how-
initial tweet that went viral of this, the camera was literally placed so that when he lays down to bench, it like perfectly shows the silhouette of his stomach. So I'm like, it's clearly, and the internet's falling for it. It's eating it up.
Yeah.
I was even thinking of doing a short about that for the E.I.E Shorts channel, where it's Jake Paul being pregnant, but then he maybe births Mike Tyson. I don't know.
That would be quite funny. Yeah, no, that would be
MGK won a People's Choice Award.
He looks like Annie Biersack there.
Oh yeah, with his new hair
Yeah.
and the blackout. Yeah, but I think that's this week on in E.I.E, dude.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of Animators Anonymous. It was quite fun.
Yeah, let us know if you guys enjoyed it. Are you excited to see more of these? I'm sure the next episodes will be longer. This is kind of just us figuring it out.
Dipping our toes in the podcast water.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, follow us on social media, and we'll see you guys again in the next video.
Sick. Have a good one. Is that it? Nice.